Today is the day that we are hopefully going to start planting. So I went over yesterday, addressed a bunch of leaks with the water in it. Now my brother picked up 1034. We're going to get this thing loaded up with liquid, check the field, make sure it's fit, calibrate the liquid. We might need to change our orifices to make it flow a bit more, but we'll be in the field planting sunflowers hopefully by the end of the day. It was empty, but now it's filling up. Yeah. All right, so we're pumping 1034 in. Nice leisurely pace to make sure that we don't spring a leak anywhere, but then we'll be rocking and rolling here in a couple hours, I think. I had a few leaks there, and I popped that hose yesterday. It was an exciting day, but we got it all wrapped up. So once we get this planter going and the air seeder, we'll be doing a ton of acres. I'm just checking the quarter section here that we want to put our sunflowers in, and it all looks really good. We got like an acre right here that used to be, I don't know, pasture. It was fenced off and we broke it up a couple years ago, and it's looking really nice. Couple big rocks poking out over here, so I'll quickly pick those up. This is kind of getting to our rocky side of the farm. But it's really nice. Like, our land, for me and my brother, is really close together, other than a couple little pieces. But I mean, down a 2-mile stretch of this road right here, we've got 1,500 acres, which is nice logistically. And if we get the planter rolling today, and once we get in the groove of it with the air seeder and things are all just bang 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 ready to go to the next field, man, we could have some 600 acre days. Should be easy. And if we push it, maybe we could have a couple 800 acre days, which would be really, really awesome. So I'm gonna check one more low hole right over there, and then I'm gonna whip back to my place and we'll get the planter out here, start checking depth and doing that sort of thing. Just gonna get a couple of these rocks because this is where we broke up the pasture, and we've turned up some big rocks. I feel like this is what your typical farm pickup box looks like. Bunch of rocks that I just collected, some straps and tools and blocking, and well, if it's not, that's what mine usually looks like, because I always just have a random assortment of tools because I'm always fixing stuff. Andrew always likes to say that I seem to have a tool for every job that we come across in the field or whatever in my truck, and hey, maybe that's why I don't clean my truck as often as I should. We're just a half mile down the road from where we were, and here is our perennial ryegrass field. It's a half section, and I'm hoping it pulls through because I really don't want to put corn in, but if that doesn't work, then we're putting corn in. But it looks pretty good, so yeah, like I said, I'm hopeful. We are heading to the field. That 765 is a really good sized tractor for on there, and I love having tracks. It is the best for planting. All right, let's calibrate fertilizer, check our depth, get our hoses hooked up, and we're ready to rock. First issue, amongst our folding in and out the last couple days, we cracked this line, so we're spitting out seed. And then this stuff is really small because it was a crappy sunflower year, so we're having a hard time getting our vacs low enough that we're not picking up triples or doubles, so we might have to get new discs. Here's our patch kit, and we'll just wrap that with this, and then we'll throw a new line on there because it's that row tomorrow. So we just calibrated our liquid. Those are like a spray container. You put them underneath there. Alpine has a chart based off of your spacing and your speed. You run it for a certain amount of time, the pumps, and then it gives you your ounces, and your ounces is your real-time imperial gallons per acre. That is a chart for the Alpine fertilizer. 1034 is a little bit thicker, and whatever it works out to be, it's usually putting out more than what it says by a bit. So we have it set at 2.5 to 3 gallons per acre. and we're hoping to hit 4 or 5. So that's where we're at. We've got our vacuum turned down even more, so we're gonna spin the meters, see if we're still picking up a bunch of triples and doubles, but we're getting closer to rolling. The small seed is gonna have a couple problems. First, doubles and triples, and then second, like our canola, we are losing seed out the cover. So to remedy that, if it's really bad, we're just gonna get our canola inserts, which shim it all up so that the canola doesn't leak, and throw them in. First 50 feet, we need less down pressure. Hopefully that will allow it to close better. And we need more vacuum because we're dropping seeds. So we're getting her dialed in. It always takes some time, but then once you start rolling, you start hammering anchors. So we've gone 150 feet in the last 2 hours. The issue we're having is the small seed makes us turn the vac way down. And then with the vacuum way down and having worn out discs, then some of the discs are chattering or not sealing super well on the cover, because if you've got high vacuum, it just sucks it in and holds it. But when you have to turn that vacuum way down, then we start having issues. So I think we might go get some new discs first off, because we've run these discs for 15 years. I mean, these are old discs. They're very much worn out. So new discs, I think we'll pick up some double eliminators and maybe some covers, and then we'll be back at it and hopefully get this figured out. I just drove an hour and a half, but now I have some sorghum discs, which are recommended by people in this area for when you have really small sunflower seeds. So hopefully these help a lot, because our main issue was running low vac. So you'd hit a bump and you'd lose a bunch, so your spacing was terrible, but yet you're still picking up triples and doubles. So this should help a ton. Man, these are sweet. I think these things just look awesome. Here's where we're at the end of the day. So I went to Portage and picked up those discs and checked the bill, 16 discs. I opened one of the boxes. Yep, the disc looks right. Counted the number of boxes, all good. Headed home. Got to the planter here, and 2 of the boxes, which there's 2 discs per boxes, were wrong. So I guess I should have looked at every single part number on every box, but I thought I checked. Anyways, I was upset, and then we threw them in and tried to use them, and they didn't work. So now I am not upset anymore that they didn't give us the right ones. So tomorrow, I guess first I'm gonna be having an early night today. It's only 9 o'clock, which is nice. But so tomorrow, now we've got a game plan. We're gonna figure this out. It's a real issue with the small sunflower seed, because last year was a terrible crop. So the sunflower seed for this year is terrible. So we're gonna take some of those new discs, we're gonna take some meters, and we're gonna take some of our old sunflower discs, and we're gonna go to a dealer near me, and we're gonna put them on the bench, and we're gonna run them. We're gonna see what they say for vacuum with the old ones, see what they say for vacuum with the new ones, and I know both of them aren't gonna work well. But then I'm gonna see if maybe they have some disc options there that we can try. Maybe we'll get closer to running not as many doubles or triples and be able to have a higher vacuum. So we're gonna try running a bunch of different discs in it, see if they have any factory ones that work. But it may come down to me and my brother were talking about this. The sorghum discs have a really, like, a nice size of the pocket that the seed sits in for our seed, but the hole is a little too small. So maybe we'll try drilling them out, and if we drill them out a little bit at a time and spin them, maybe we can make our own custom discs that'll work really well for this seed. It is the next day, and here's what we're doing. We are taking out all those discs we bought yesterday, and I bought some new discs today, which are the exact same as what my original old discs are. Okay, so admittedly, I think we've come to the conclusion that we need to do a better job at field prep for the planter. This field is not great for a planter to be rolling through. That's going to be a lot of our issue. So we are going to do something about that for next year. And now we have kind of set where we think it's decent. He's gonna start rolling, doing headlands, and I'm gonna stay here for an hour or two and just keep checking depth. Deep trench, but as soon as you start putting the closing wheels on it, it doesn't look nearly as deep. But we're trying to get this thing dialed in. Come on, there we go. There's a sunny right there. No, there's another one there. Really doesn't give you a good visual of how deep it actually is when you do that though, because yeah, the closing wheels definitely, you know, they compact it. Let's see if we can't find something here. Oh yeah, there's one right there. It was in moisture, but it's still not super deep. I thought I saw one here. Oh yeah, there's another one. I think we might need to up our down pressure, because now we're trying to knife them in fairly deep, like 1.5 inches, and I think we just might be lifting the row out a bit and losing some consistency. But it's looking a lot better than when we started. Come on, give me a seed here. I really should have my depth tracker. It's a bit, oh, there we go. That's a nice one in there. That one's pretty good. So, I don't know. I'm confident these will grow now. That's good. Oh, look, an earthworm. Make all those no-till guys jealous. I have been digging in the dirt for like 4 hours now. But I think we got the planter to a spot where it seems decent, and I think this is really a teaching moment that, hey, we need to prep our fields better, because this has been a tough one, and I think most of it is due to field conditions. And we always say, oh, it'll mellow out over winter, but yeah, it doesn't always mellow out as much as other years. It's been a good second day of planting, I guess, with the planter, because yesterday, I mean, we did maybe 100 feet. But we've been moving pretty steady now today. He's almost done this quarter. He won't get started another field, but we're gonna run and quickly check that other field, see what it's looking like. I think we'll be able to roll on it tomorrow first thing, and he's gonna get rested up so he can have a big day tomorrow. So that's it for this one. We are making acres now, so hope the rest of you guys have a good season, and we'll see you on the next one.